Hello, I'm back a shift, and I hate anime. No, as you probably know already, I'm not back a shift. I'm Tensei Twister. What the hell am I doing here? I'm here to talk about the spring season of 2016 of anime with my very good friends, Ebbie, aka BizarreJelly5.
Hello.
And Pat, aka Animelting.
Hey, hey.
This is on my channel. This is really weird.
I think this might be the first time I'm on your channel.
Yeah, likewise.
Is it?
That's why I was confused when you were saying, what the hell am I doing here? It's your channel.
Weird. What the hell am I doing here on my own channel? I don't know. It's just it's a weird new format for me. I'm venturing into a new realm, the realm of anime, like actual anime, what you watch with your face.
Though considering all your other content, it's pretty much your next door neighbour of content, like manga and figures.
Exactly. I've danced around it enough. It's about time, isn't it?
Not to mention the regular stream you do for Oko Anime Club, where you exclusively watch anime.
But okay. Anyway. Obviously, if you're unfamiliar with what this is, which you might be because you've never seen it on my channel before, we're going to be discussing the spring season of 2016's anime that's coming up. The first two parts are available on Ebbie and Pat's channels respectively. You should go to their channels, check them out if you haven't already.
They're both really good.
For anyone who is... I don't understand why you'd be here if you didn't know already, just to be on the safe side. In part one I explain why I am here instead of Alain. And it's nothing really bad, he's just taking a break. So without further ado, we're going to rattle through the last of the shows that we want to talk about coming up this season. And we're going to start off with a biggie. I have a feeling that in the first two parts that you've uploaded, people are going to be in the comments, keyboard worrying away, being like, where the bloody hell is Boku no Hero Academia? Well, here it is. It's coming up.
Oh, yes!
Starting April 3rd, Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academy. I am the hypest. I have a feeling this is going to be a big deal. It already is a really big deal. We could be looking at another One Punch Man.
It's...
Do you think?
So good.
I think it could be as big as One Punch Man. Maybe not as big. Because the thing about One Punch Man is it's fairly self-contained, and this thing, as far as we know, could be an ongoing series.
This is definitely an ongoing series. It's gotta be, because where
it's
they are at
pretty
the
long,
moment,
innit?
it just keeps on getting better.
Yeah. But then again, I suppose you could make the same argument with One Punch Man. Like,
True.
that's been going on for ages and ages and ages, and it's only one season. However, this is by Studio Bones, so
Yes.
it's got that behind it as well. It's got all sorts of cool stuff going on. The director, same director as Gundam Build Fighters. Yes.
Yeah, man. I want to say the writer also wrote Gundam Build Fighters.
Also wrote Gundam.
And
also yes.
Also the Fire Emblem anime.
Woo! Fire Emblem.
What, a random OVA?
Yep.
2 episode
man.
OVA, but whatever.
So, to anyone unfamiliar with Boku no Hero Academia, I'm going to ask you a question. What would the world be like if 80% of the population manifested extraordinary superpowers called quirks at age 4? Heroes and villains would be battling it out everywhere. Becoming a hero would mean learning to use your power, but where would you go to study? UA High's hero program, of course. But what would you do if you're one of the 20% who were born quirkless? Middle school student Izuku Midoriya wants to be a hero more than anything, but he hasn't got an ounce of power in him. With no chance of ever getting into the prestigious UA High School for budding heroes, his life is looking more and more like a dead end. Then an encounter with All Might, greatest hero of them all, gives him a chance to change his destiny. This thing is zany, and I love it.
I love it too. I'm reading up to where it is right now. In fact, I've noticed that latest chapter has gone up, and I've been collecting the manga as it's going along. I can assure you it gets better.
So
and better.
I've been just reading the manga as it comes out over here in like tankobon format, and it's fantastic. I did a video on it on this channel of the manga, which kind of gives a brief explanation of what's going on and what I thought of the first volume. But this is going places.
Yeah,
like the hype around it is astronomical.
It's just so easy to enjoy. It's got a really good balance of action, comedy, and it's just easy to read. It's not so convoluted like so many others have been in the past.
It's good timing as well, because superheroes are cool again.
Yeah, they're back in.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, I mean, it did, like, because obviously superheroes were cool for a while, and they seemed to take a bit of a dip, and it was uncool to like superheroes. But now they've made a resurgence. So I think this is definitely like a kind of a witch's brew of good timing. I think it's big deal.
The only
I'm really
issue I'm going to be having is there are only 80 chapters published at the moment, and if this is going to be an ongoing thing, I feel like there's going to be huge gaps in between when we have a series of the anime and maybe another season. I mean, I might be getting ahead of myself.
I think we're seeing,
but there's no
we're seeing a lot less of that in recent years.
It's just,
I've noticed, like, you don't get,
from what I've read so far, there's
series.
no really good space to stop. I mean, I can see a spot where they might end up at the end of these. I think it's probably going to be a 25 episode run, if not a 50. But then I'm not sure if they'll be able to fill it all out because some chapters can run from anywhere between 10 seconds of time, or probably a bit more than that, but some can run over a couple of weeks. It really depends on how they adapt it. Though, seeing as it's Bones, they'll probably adapt it well.
One of the first chapters skips over 6 months.
Yes,
so,
true.
You know, maybe they'll fill that out.
Oh man, they're gonna have a montage
itself.
for sure.
The end of the first series is literally just Midoriya getting All for One. That's the last episode. You get
one
All
of
for
my
One.
favourite parts is when he's finished that training montage and he's top of the bus and he's screaming. It's great.
Oh,
He's doing
it's so
his
good.
Rocky Balboa thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, he's badass. I love it.
I just really like him as a character. I really like all the supporting characters. There's not a character I don't like in this series.
I'm afraid that I've forgotten her name, but the girl who controls gravity.
Oh,
What's her name again?
Oh, frig. I can remember all the other ones.
She reminds me of. She reminds me of. I've forgotten her name as well.
It's just a continuous forgetting.
Oh God, I've got to remember her name. Shiemi. She reminds me of Shiemi from Blue Exorcist.
Alright.
Yeah,
So we got
I know her.
Uraraka.
Urara, that's it. Uraraka, that's it. Yeah. She uses gravity powers, but if she overuses her gravity powers, she like gets sick. It's funny.
Oh, the other thing that'll be really cool
Ebbie.
to see.
You said a thing that I knew, and I was like, I'm excited, and then you started talking about the manga again, and I'm like, I don't know.
Ebbie.
Yeah,
Please watch this show.
I probably will.
Please. I beg
Probably
you.
will.
Don't let this be
You
one of
right
those
there.
probably Hunter x Hunter probablys. This is a proper probably.
You, sitting at home, watching this. If you weren't going to watch this already, please, I beg you, please watch Boku no Hero Academia. It's going to be awesome. And then tell me you love it, and be like, thank you, Uncle Cam! Or Auntie Cam, whichever you prefer. Yeah.
I'll probably watch it.
One thing
If you have any objections,
Also, the Fire Emblem anime.
if you have any objections to watching Boku no Hero Academia, I have a potential alternative for you. That's the Ace Attorney anime. This series that I've potentially been waiting for about 10 years. So
Okay, we should have a discussion again, Cam.
okay.
I don't know if I'm going to watch this one because I think it might just be made for fans of the game.
Objection. I just looking at the key visual, like being someone who knows the games, just looking at the key visual alone suggests to me that this is going to be an adaptation of the first game. Mainly
Right.
because you've got Phoenix, but you've also got Mia Fey, who is Phoenix's mentor.
Yep.
And
those that
she
played the game would know how.
Yeah, there's a reason why she's only in the first game. Well, she's not only in the first game, but you know what I mean. Like in that outfit, things happen, and and you've got you can see in the background you've got Larry Butts, who was from the first case.
If something smells, it's probably the butts.
It's probably the Butts. And then you've got Edgeworth.
Oh, Edgeworth's looking cocky as fuck.
Gotta have
up
Edgeworth.
there. Yeah.
Oh man.
Here's my
it's
Edgeworth
gonna be,
impression.
I hope it is.
Done.
I hope it is an adaptation of the first game.
Yeah.
The first game's storyline was really good. I haven't played it for a while, but
I played it recently.
You know,
it was really good.
this will hopefully mean I don't have to, because I've just got Dual Destinies. I need to play that. But yeah, I love.
But
I
you've
love
got to
Ace
watch
Attorney.
this so they'll adapt all the way up to Dual Destinies, and
Yeah, that'd
maybe
be
even
amazing.
Apollo Justice.
I hope they do. Man, that would be amazing. Can you? Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh,
No, I haven't.
Oh, the final, like, because you know how in Phoenix Wright the killers always have that breakdown.
Yeah.
Like when you get through to them and you reveal their true motives,
And they
have
go
the
crazy face.
breakdown. The final breakdown in Apollo Justice is insane. And if they see that animated, would bring a little tear to my eye.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know anything about Ace Attorney.
Well, you
apart
can
from its police game when if you're in a courtroom and you do evidence.
you
and
can
stuff.
find out by watching the Ace Attorney anime.
What I'm going to do with this one is, because I am interested, I'm going to wait a couple of weeks until some people have seen it, and then I'm going to ask, can I watch this without having played the games, and will I get as much out of it as everybody else?
Okay.
And
So-
then I will decide whether I'm going to watch it or not.
So it's by A1 Pictures, right?
Yeah.
They're good.
The director directed Mysterious Girlfriend X and Space Brothers, and lots of Doraemon. Apparently,
Lots of Doraemon.
And
Like,
the ri-
literally, lots of Doraemon.
the writer wrote lots of Pokemon. That's another game.
Yeah.
This is
that's
an adaptation
true.
of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which is also a game, but a different kind of
A
game.
different kind of game.
And also probably one of the better written Yu-Gi-Ohs as well, I would say, in terms of like actual denouement and like the way the story plays out.
Right.
Because it's like the whole sequence of 5Ds, kind of everything's put in place from moment one, and things kind of slowly get revealed and built up until like an end point, and the end point is almost like, oh, everything's been working up to this. It's split into arcs, but the arcs kind of form one super arc, which is pretty
Right.
cool. And
Okay.
Chrono Crusade, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Back in the days of Gonzo.
They also
Ask
had.
a Gonzo.
Didn't they have a movie recently which had Phoenix Wright in it? Or am I thinking of a game? I'm probably thinking of a game where Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton.
That was a game. Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton was a game.
Yeah.
A game that I'm yet to play. It's a crime.
You'll get arrested for that.
Huh,
And tried.
It's funny because court.
It's ha ha ha.
And before people in the comments are like, "Oh, why don't you just play the game?" Games cost money, okay? I'm not in a position to be playing games right
Whereas
now.
anime
They're
is
already
free! No.
Also, you know, it's a visual novel / like adventure game, and that's not everyone's cup of tea. You know. So, whatever. Oh, jump cut. That was bizarre. You know what else is bizarre? JoJo's BizarreJelly5 adventure.
Yeah.
So, coming up this season, that a lot of people are looking forward to, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 4, Diamond wa Kudakanai, also known as Diamond is Unbreakable, also known as Diamond is Not Crash. However, Diamond is cash, because it can be sold for a lot of money.
Yes.
Um,
I think I'm gonna go with the name Diamond is Not Crash just because it's my favourite.
it's silly, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not
a bit
Crash.
silly.
Um,
Diamond is not Crash.
I don't know what to say, really. It's more JoJo's, therefore fan-dabby-dozy.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because I have been told, as a matter of fact, that this is the definitive JoJo's experience.
It's because it's got everybody in it. It's got everyone. It's got Joseph. It's got Chitaro. It's got Josuke. It's all happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and I don't really know that much about it. Apart from, like,
maybe
very
I'll
basics.
tell you. I'll give you a brief synopsis, shall I? Well, there's not much here, to be honest. Part 4 focuses on Josuke Higashikata, the illegitimate son of Joseph Joestar, with Jotaro, Kujo, and Joseph Joestar along in a supporting role.
Yay.
So basically, even though at the end of Battle Tendency he said that he hated the Japanese, he went and popped a sprog with a Japanese lady anyway.
Yep, that sounds like
It sounds like our man
things that
Joseph.
he would do.
I bet Susie Q is furious.
Probably, maybe if she's still alive at this
If
point.
she
'cause I
even
don't know if
knows.
she is. Right. So, I didn't like Stardust Crusaders all that much.
Yes.
Like, I kind of look back on Battle Tendency and Phantom Blood quite fondly. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, that was good anime. But at the time, it was a bit of a slog. Yeah. I didn't enjoy Stardust Crusaders nearly as much as I was expecting to, so I'm kind of hoping that Diamond Is Not Crash is a little bit of a better experience for me. I don't think, like, Stardust Crusaders was helped by the fact that literally everybody was like, it's the best part of JoJo's, like, there's no competition, because it's the best part of JoJo's.
I think, from what little I know about Part 4, is it kind of takes the formula that was established, or like the world that's established with Part 3, because, obviously, Part 3 makes a lot of changes to the way that JoJo's works, like with the introduction of stands and like the way that everything kind of plays out. It takes that and it expands on it to like the nth degree, and you kind of start to see more interesting things begin to happen with stands and all that stuff, and it only kind of gets more and more ridiculous as the parts go on. I'm
not gonna lie, I kind of miss Hamon. Like, I missed Hamon quite a lot during Stardust Crusaders.
I do as well. However, I also feel that had Hamon been the only thing in Part 3, it would be old by this point.
Yeah, I guess so, but there's still like a part of me that's like, man, it'd be really cool if like Joseph remembered more often that he knows how to use Hamon.
It is true, but I think it's again, it's like Hamon was only really useful for destroying vampires, at least as an offensive thing. So vampires aren't really a thing anymore.
Yeah, I guess it's fair enough, but similarly.
Yeah, I know. I do know what you're getting at.
I don't know if it's just because I ended up liking Battle Tendency the most, and that had nothing to do with stands. That was all Hammond.
I think the thing with Battle Tendency as well is it's hyper condensed. It's like condensed down into 2/3 of a season. Yeah,
whereas like Stardust Crusaders was 50 episodes in total, which was far too long in my opinion.
It did.
I know, like actual JoJo's fans are going to be like, "Oh, but it was such a perfect adaptation." It's just. It felt a bit long.
See, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Stardust Crusaders. I thought it was really, 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 really good. But I also do agree that it went on a bit.
Yeah, because it was very fight of the week for a lot of it.
And obviously, I love that. Being a fan of Tokusatsu, I kind of have to. It's the law. But yeah, it was very fighty of the week. And I suppose the complaint that I had, like harkening back to the Oko Anime Club that we did on it. My biggest complaint. My biggest complaint was the payoff at the end wasn't that great. Like you spend 47 episodes waiting for the fight with Dio. You get to Dio, and that fight didn't last very long.
Yeah.
So I felt a bit kind of underwhelmed by that. So let's see what Part 4 brings to the table. From what I've heard, it's very good.
I'm sure we'll do an Oko Anime Club episode on it at a point.
Oh yeah, of course we will.
Like
JoJo's, we have
positive, to. So I don't know whether I'll watch it weekly. That's the thing. I don't know whether to watch it weekly and then just try and remember stuff for Oko.
You might find it easier if it does.
I think I probably would find it easier to watch it week by week rather than in like a big chunk.
If it does follow
JoJo's is good for a big chunk.
Yeah, I mean, if it follows the same formula as Part 3, being very episodic, then maybe that would be better for you.
Yeah. I'll probably do that. I'll say I'll do that, and then I won't, but I'll probably do that.
Pat, you've been very quiet.
I've watched the first season and nothing more. It's alright.
It's alright.
I've been kicking back, having a drink and looking at my phone.
Yeah. Right.
I'm excited. It's JoJo's.
I'm excited as well.
It's not Steel Ball Run, but it's still good. But
it's definitive JoJo's.
I've got to wait. I've got to wait a long time for Steel Ball Run, so this will do for the time being.
Yeah, you'll be waiting another 8 years maybe.
Let's. Oh no, they seem to be getting faster with it. I mean, Stardust Crusaders was only last year.
That's true.
So maybe they're going to do one a year. That would be cool. Well, it wasn't last year, was it? It started in 2014 and finished in 2015.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
because it was split up
If
into
they
2
can-
parts, wasn't it?
Yeah, I am actually interested in watching. I'm not interested in reading any JoJo's, but if it was an anime, I'd watch Steel Ball Run.
It's so
sounds
good.
cool.
It's my favourite of all of them.
Of everything.
It's just so good. I think it's just because it's so different. But anyway, JoJo's. It's going to be good. I declare it so. Sadame! JoJo's! JoJo's!
JoJo's. Alright, I'm done.
Cool.
We're talking about other enemies now.
You're back on.
Whee!
You're back on, Pat. So, next
I will watch
on-
some more, maybe.
some more anime or some more JoJo's?
Both.
Well, technically, by watching JoJo's, you would be doing both.
Ah, I can knock
Clever.
kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
2 birds with 1 stone. Is that your stand? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yes. I wouldn't know stands because I've only watched the first season.
Well, all I'm going to say, Pat, is you should watch Stardust Crusaders because it's got. So basically, stands are like the Hamon of the world name. There is a bird. There's like an eagle that has that power
Why does the eagle need that power?
because it's badass. That's why.
Do all the
Friggin'
eagles
pet-
have that power?
No, just him.
Just that
What
one.
about,
Oh,
are there any
it's
other variety
amazing.
of bird that have that power? Do flamingos
No.
have that power?
There's a dog. that
Because
has-
flamingos
has-
can stand on 1 leg, that's their stand.
That's their stand. 1 leg.
1 leg.
Anyway, so I can't think of a pun because this show literally, the name of this show is literally just a made-up word. But it's another trigger show, so naturally I'm going to want to talk about it, and that's Kiznaiver. Kiznaiver.
Kiznaiver.
Did anyone else? Did you put this on the list, Pat? I can't
I did.
remember.
I really like the picture that went with it.
It's got a good picture.
It's
by
a good
Studio
picture.
Trigger.
It was you and
That's
me,
how Pat
Cam.
picks his shows. He's just like,
man.
man, that picture looks cool. I wanna pick that
Essentially,
one."
I judge books by their cover.
Well, Pat, you were a bit quiet during JoJo, so why don't you spin me a yarn and tell me
Oh,
what
I will
Kiznaiver's
spin you
about?
the greatest yarn. This is my time to shine. The fictional Japanese city named Sugamori City is built on a reclaimed land, but as the years go by, the city's population, something is decreasing. One day, Sono Saki tells her classmate Katsuhira, "You have been selected to be Kiznaiver." And she's like, "What the hell's that?" The Kizuna system, which allows Katsuhira to share his wounds, connects him to the classmate whose lives and personalities completely differ from his. The Kizuna system is an incomplete system for the implementation of the world peace that connects people through wounds. Weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
All those who are connected to the system are called Kiznaiver. When one Kiznaiver is wounded, the system divides and transmits the wounds among the other Kiznaivers.
So
Neighbours.
that's it's like we thought that's a bit of a weird concept, isn't it? But
It's just like,
it
hey,
could be very interesting.
I don't get the setting though. Like, it makes sense in maybe like a hospital setting, but these are like high school students, so
It depends, doesn't it? Because if the system is geared towards world peace,
yeah.
why do they need it? Is there some sort of invasive force? Like what? Because I assume it's about wounds. I assume there's going to be fighting going on.
That's what I love.
So
One of the genres is going to be wounds. It's about wounds. Oh, I've got a bit of a clicky ankle. Now everyone does.
yeah, this is a bit of a like I say, it's an odd concept. It's going to be really interesting to see where it goes, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's a new director as well.
Yeah, he's only done episode direction. I believe I'm gonna just double check because I just put nothing because it was basically nothing.
But yeah, like I say, the concept is a bit weird, but if used effectively, could be very interesting. What if
Reminds me of-
they have,
Yeah. A bit.
like, they've got the
of
Kizuna system? What if
Gatchaman
another?
crowds a little bit with the
Yeah, a
whole
little
system.
bit, I guess. But what if like another system's introduced, like that another
yeah.
group of people use that people
What
have
they
to
need
fight.
is a threat, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't really mention much about.
What if?
Right.
Yeah, the thing. What if the threat is another group of people that have this system that also share wounds?
What if the
Okay,
threat's just a giant ball of weaponry and hurty things? And it's,
So the director has basically been a key animator and an in-between animator for a very long time, and then directed some episodes, like he did some episode direction for Kill la Kill and Kyosa Giga and Yozakura Quartet.
Mm.
That's pretty much it. And Tiger and Bunny.
Tiger
He
and
did
Bunny.
Tiger and Bunny too.
everyone's
Yeah,
Tiger
I don't know. It's interesting. I'm probably gonna watch it. Look, the PV was quite. The beginning of the PV is quite funny though, because it just goes Studio Trigger. Do you like Kill la Kill? Wicked.
Yeah.
Here's this. Because it just shows you a picture of Ryuko. It's like, yeah, it's
Did
Kill
you
la
like
Kill.
this thing? Well, here's
Well, you should
this
watch
thing.
Kiznaiver. It's got nothing to do with Kill la Kill.
Oh, scissors might be involved.
Who knows? You can share the wounds. Oh.
They have an
This is
incomplete
it.
system. Maybe they have an incomplete scissor. Maybe that's Trigger's
Oh,
thing, having incomplete
maybe
things.
Ryuko will make a cameo appearance. And then, or like Inferno Cop will show up and be like, share wounds, share this, and he'll just shoot them all.
Oh, that'd be great. Just like have it planned out to be 12 episodes, but then just have it end in that first episode. So the rest of them is just them dealing with the fallout of that one episode.
Can Trigger be like can like all animes in Trigger just be set in a multiverse? And then at some point we just get this crazy crossover between Kill la Kill, Kiznaiver, Inferno Cop, Little Witch Academia, and something else that I've forgotten. Oh, Ninja Slayer.
I wouldn't
Just
even
all
put
of
it
them
past
together. It'd be so good. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, what do you think, Ebbie? What do you think about Kiznaiver?
I honestly don't think it's my kind of thing. Like, in all seriousness, do not think it's my kind of thing at all. So I'm
Well,
probably
we're
gonna
not-
say
you
this
didn't-
one.
You won't get invited to the Kiznaiver system then. No
I
wound
suppose,
sharing for you.
It's fine.
I suppose considering your initial impressions of Kill la Kill, where I forced you to watch like 3 episodes, you're like, yeah, this is alright, and then proceeded to not bother to watch any more of it.
I have watched like a couple more episodes since then because
I'm impressed.
Andy is a very, very big fan of Kill la Kill.
Yes, he
so
is.
he's like, we should watch more Kill la Kill, and I'm like, okay.
Yes, you should, because it's very good.
I should like Kill la Kill,
You should.
but I don't know whether I do yet.
I think it's one of
We'll
those
see.
things. I suppose it's a little bit out of your comfort zone in terms of what you
Yes.
normally watch.
A little
So
bit.
it's one of those things where you probably do have to sit down and force yourself to watch it, but you would get.
I think the payoff in the end is
yeah,
going to be quite
you would
good.
get
It's
something
just
out of
getting
it. It's
there.
just getting there. It's like with me. Whenever I leave my comfort zone, I think prime example really is something like Golden Time. Like when we first started doing
Yeah.
Octo, we
Yeah.
first started watching Golden Time. I was like, "What is this? I hate it! Oh my god!" And then before I knew it, the party scene happened, and I was screaming at my laptop. You know, so
Yeah.
Out of like, or you were just still
Um,
hating on
out
it?
of like, "Oh my god, no!" It's like watching a train wreck. You know.
Yeah.
If
But
I
in a
end
good
up
way.
end up really enjoying Kill la Kill, and I'm like, oh man, Trigger, I'll probably watch this. But until then, I'm not going to bother.
Okay, that's fair
There's a
enough.
lot of other stuff coming out this season that I would much rather watch. So
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not
speaking of
Pirate
things
Break.
coming out,
There is another anime that is doing that. So this one, I wanted because I think I'm the only one who checked this one.
yep.
yeah, and then I read the stuff about it, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds
So
good.
this one was my reasoning for putting this on the list was solely due to the PV. Like I watched the PV
Yeah.
and went, this looks really, really interesting, and I'm like very much.
Pretty sure I put
Ready
that
to
PV
have a
there
go.
and I never watched it.
So
Do
we
you
are
want to name drop it?
we're talking about. I'm going to figure out how to read it first. Okay, so
Sujo.
Kabaneri. Okay, so it's Kotetsujo no Kabaneri, which means something to do with steel. It's like steel castle something,
Yeah.
I think.
Iron, steel,
Oh, there's a big train.
Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
There we go. Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. It's by which studio? And I'm gonna tell you more
Shingeki no
about it.
Kyojin.
Yeah, it's the same director as Attack on Titan and
Yeah,
Guilty
same studio
Crown.
as well.
Same studio. Oh, okay.
I'm looking up.
And the writer was involved in Kuroshichi Book of Circus, Planetes, and Azimanga So a bit of
Azimanga seems like the most fitting one.
A bit of an odd melting pot range of series, of which expertise has gone into this, and the creation is this. So,
the funny thing I just saw in the PV is that very different from Attack on Titan. They are fighting huge hulking people.
I know, yeah.
With a minimal weapon supply.
So, as the world is in the middle of an industrial revolution, a monster appears that cannot be defeated unless its heart, which is protected by a layer of iron, is pierced. By infecting humans with its bite, the monster can create aggressive and undead creatures known as Kabaneri. On the island Hinomoto, located in the Far East, people have built stations to shelter themselves from these creatures. People access the station as well as transport wares between them, with the help of a locomotive running on steam, called Hayajiro. Ikoma, a boy who lives in the Aragane station and helps to build Hayajiro, creates his own weapon called Tsuranukizutsu.
Would you like any more Japanese words
I know,
in that?
yeah. In order to defeat the creatures. One day he waits for an opportunity to use his weapon. He meets a girl named Mume, who is excused from the mandatory Kanbane inspection. During the night, Ikuma meets Mume again as she sees Hayajiro going out of control. The staff on the locomotive has turned into the creatures. The station, now under attack by Kabane, is the opportunity Ikoma has been looking for. So
This sounds
it's
so
kind
interesting.
of the immediate premise does scream Attack on Titan a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Tiny little bit.
However, I do see it going off and being a bit divergent because it's not about it's not set in one place. You've got the train. It seems to be more kind of geared towards the train, which I assume is the Iron Fortress.
Yeah.
So the PV looks really fucking nice. Like I watched it, I was like, oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
have a gander at it now.
It's good. And I was just like, I was really intrigued. And you know what? It gets a lot of flack by people. But I really liked Attack on Titan. I'm not afraid to say it. And if this is similar, then fair enough.
I would have liked Attack on Titan a lot more had it not been so hyped up. Because I went in with far too high expectations, but this one, no one's told me it's good, so maybe this will be my Attack on Titan.
Maybe this can be your Attack on Titan.
Maybe.
Just good luck saying the title. Kotetsujo no Kabaneri.
Iron Train Fortress. Boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
So, Egoist is the opening theme as well.
Oh,
cool.
yes.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
So, colour me intrigued. We'll see how it goes.
I hope this one
Kabaneri
is
of the
available
Iron Fortress.
Yes. I hope this one is available for legal streaming, because I will be all upon that
Definitely, yeah.
immediately, because it looks cool.
Right. So, I'm going to channel Alan now. I literally put this on the list just because I felt like Alan would. Because I know this is something that he's been waiting for, I want to say. Or at
He
least...
said last time that he will watch it when he watches all the other Macross.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough then. So, because it's not taking the symbols properly, I've got Macross? Question mark. But we went and double checked the Greek alphabet in between the jump cuts, and I can confirm that this is Macross Delta, and the gentleman from was it Luluco is Alpha Omega. He is Alpha Omega.
Okay.
Because the A is Alpha, which makes sense. So yeah,
makes more sense than ow, Vega.
So yeah, Macross Delta. It's got idols in it. It's got mecha in it. Mecha's great. I'm back a shift.
Oh, back shift.
It's one of those ones I'm kind of interested to, because people keep telling me that I should watch Macross, and I keep telling me that I should watch Macross. And part of me kind of wants to watch Delta and kind of try and use that to gauge whether I should watch the rest, just because it's, like, new.
Yeah.
But at the same
I don't
time,
know if
I'm
it's
like,
a good jumping in point. I'm
yeah,
not
this
sure.
is the thing. Is it a good jumping in point? Is it not? But then I think back. This is the thing, right? Everyone's like really anal about you have to start from the beginning. But I recall back to a simpler time, the time of Jetix, where I started watching Escaflowne like 2/3 of the way into the series,
Oh man,
You know, you just
I did that with Fruits Basket.
We just
It was like the
jump
last
in at
6
random
episodes
points.
I jumped in.
yeah, like a bit. You know, I'm watching X-Men Evolution on Toonami, right? I catch an episode. I might not see another episode for like 3 days. So by the time I get back into it, there's something else going on entirely. Who cares? It's cool. And I think, you know, maybe that is a reasoning for me to jump into Delta just straight away. It's apparently set 8 years after the events of Macross F. I have no idea what happened in Macross F. Maybe I'll find out by watching this. But yeah, I
Then
don't.
you'll spoil Macross F for yourself. You know, that show that you're chomping at the bit to watch.
See, I don't know. Like it's when did Macross F come out?
8 years ago? I don't know. Taking a guess.
8 years ago. So it's literally set 8 years after the anime aired.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. But then again, the other thing is, a new spin on something, maybe it'll ruin it. Who knows? It's
It'd go either way.
But it's got mechs in it, it's got singing in it, there was a guy in the PV who was all like, ha 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 ha, I'm in space, and he shoots the missiles, and the missiles explode, and I like it when they do that.
Sounds like this is the show for you.
Maybe I'll give it a try, who knows. I can just hear Alain now being like, no! Watch it from the beginning!
Yeah, me too.
Screw the rules. I have Crunchyroll.
Whether it ends up on Crunchyroll, who knows?
Oh man, this is cool, because the next one is next on the list on AniChart as well, so I don't have to scroll around being like, where is it? Oh no!
Hey!
So, it's Magi, Sinbad no Boken. So,
Can I read this one? Because I think I've got this one down.
okay, it's a long synopsis. Are you sure you're down for this? There's a lot of hard words in there. Okay,
got this.
alright. Okay, I'll trust you.
The official... I think that says official website for the manga Magi.
It's Magi.
Sinbad no Boken announced a TV anime adaptation. Did I do it?
You did do it. However, you fell into the same trap that I did when I first started getting into this series.
It's not Magi, is it?
It's It is actually Magi. And now,
Right.
that really... Because I remember when I was hearing people call it Magi, I used to get really pissed off. So I was like, no, it's Magi. You say it like Magi. And then I watched the anime, and it is Magi, because it doesn't mean the same thing. It's... Oh, yeah, it's
Is this
weird.
going to be like when it was Eureka 7, Eureka 7...
Eureka.
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 Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd mention it because I'm not very far into I was going to say Magi then. I'm not very far into Magi, but I do really like it, and I know that a lot of people like it. So people who like it, there's a character in it. His name is Sinbad. He is literally Sinbad from
Sinbad the
1001 Nights. Yeah.
Can I say his design?
Mhm.
If he's the character that I think he is, on point.
He's the
Really
guy.
good.
He's the guy with the purple hair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There are 4 people on this poster.
the
I just
fucking
took a guess and thought
Triton
that one
behind
was
him with
Sinbad.
I don't know. All I know is that it's a side story. It's about Sinbad, so it's probably going to be good because it's Magi, and Maggie's amazing.
I
if it's a
really
side
need to
story,
get
I
on
might
the
watch
Maggie
it.
train.
Yes, you do. And I need to
I've
get.
watched the first 4 episodes and I loved it. I just stopped for some reason and I don't know why.
I need to
so-
get more on the Magi train because like I've started reading the manga. I really enjoyed the manga so far, but I need to push on. It's one of those things. I bought the first Blu-ray. I've only watched the first few episodes. I've got it
Yeah,
on
same
Blu-ray.
here.
It's like,
Same here.
what am I doing? It's a Blu-ray of a thing that I haven't watched, and I've not watched it. It's like I've had bloody High School of the Dead on Blu-ray for nearly 3 years. I've not watched it.
Aw, I reckon that'd be bang up your alley.
Boobs.
Yeah, exactly. Breasts, action, gore,
Boobs?
boobs.
It's average at best. I promise you.
It's
I quite liked
Backridge.
it.
We'll see.
It was alright when I first watched it, and then I watched it again, and I was like,
Well, anyway,
Sinbad.
I only have one thing to say about the next anime on the
Oh
list.
wait,
and
can I just say that I hope
Oh.
it's going to be Sin Good?
Oh, haha.
This is
I
the
didn't
Fallon
say
never
much in the
left.
I didn't say much in the previous one, so
So,
yeah.
there's only one thing I have to say about the next one, and that's
Alain, did you do the design of the PV?
Yeah, I did the voices for the PV.
Oh, great.
And of course, talking about Terra Formars Revenge, which I don't know about you guys, but I am hype as shit for this. Now,
I've got an opposing opinion, so
of course
we
you have.
can discuss it.
So, first of all, Pat, what do you know about Terra Formars?
I've watched a couple of episodes, but then I wasn't sure if I watched the episodes that I was meant to watch before it, that were set a little bit before it, and then I watched some others, and I just wasn't sure, and the timelines were confusing, and I'm scared.
I'm scared, damn it. Okay,
It was like,
so,
I started out, there was a bear, it was biting, and it was,
yeah. But do you know the basic premise, at least?
People go to Mars to try and make it nice to live on, and turns out cockroaches got there first.
Well, you're sort of halfway there. But okay, that'll do.
So can I watch Revenge then?
Probably, I don't know. Well, considering that they've like replaced the entire staff pretty much, and it looks like a completely different anime. Like you watch that PV, it looks like a completely different show.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, it's going to be called Yelling the Anime.
But I don't know if I'm not cool with that. I actually think it looks really good. I can tell that it looks like some of the production quality has been removed. I don't know whether they've kind of decided to hedge their bets with this one because the first season was a bit disappointing.
A bit.
But
Sorry, I'll talk about that.
I don't know. But the style that they've gone with, I actually really like. So it could go either way. But anyway, again, Oko Anime Club. We were all a bit disappointed with how the first season played out. Because it doesn't really go anywhere. Like there was. Go on, you talk about your beef with Terra Formars, and then I'll talk about why Revenge will fix everything.
But it was not good. Like, it was just not a very good anime. It had like really long, boring bits about characters that I didn't know and didn't care about. Like what's her face, Sheila, was it?
Sheila, yeah.
Yeah,
Crikey,
I didn't.
Sheila.
There were like 2 fucking episodes dedicated to this one character that I didn't care about. So there was that bit, and then it was followed by some more stuff that I didn't find that interesting. Followed by some of the best anime ever, and then it was shit again. Like
I see you're
the
talking
whole
about
section,
the bit with Adolf.
Yeah, the section with Adolf is it's so good.
Okay,
And I got my hopes
That's not
up,
been said
and then-
very often in history.
so
But it's true because he was badass, and then it just went back downhill, and I just didn't like it.
one of the major issues with the first season of Terra Formars is because it's a part of the series where the only antagonist is the Terra Formars themselves. So there's no real like face to the bad guys.
I mean, the Cockroach Bros.
Yeah, the cockroach guys, but they don't. You know, they're not. They're a scary villain, but they're not an exciting villain in the classic sense of storytelling. However,
Like, I think they were kind of interesting for parts of the
Yeah.
first season, like when they introduced Joji and whatever.
yeah, they get more interesting later on. But the thing about Revenge is, do you remember what happened at the very end of the first season?
No.
Some
Okay.
cockroaches were really mean to the human ones.
Okay, so it's.
Spoiler alert.
Is it a spoiler though? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe a spoiler alert.
Is it that their mission doesn't go really to plan?
Well, that was kind of set from the get go. Okay, I'm gonna hold my hand up like this. While my hand is up, I'm talking spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, wait until my hand goes down, and then unmute or whatever. So 3, 2, 1, bang. So at the end of the first season of Terra Formars, you find out that that there is a traitor. Like one of the groups is traitorous.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So basically, Terra Formars Revenge is going to be pretty much about that. So
Okay.
one of the teams has gone rogue, and so what makes I put my hand down now. No, put my hand back up.
Throwing off some people on the video now.
Just throwing people off. Right? Okay. Well, whatever. All I'm going to say is the reason why Terra Formars Revenge is probably going to be better is because it's not just about fighting the Terra Formars anymore. People start fighting
Right.
people.
Okay.
And that's
It'll be
where things
Terra
get
for
interesting.
Jupiter.
I won't say.
That does sound.
I won't
kind
say
of
any
interesting.
more, but because there's a human face to the bad guys now, or at least some of the bad guys. That makes things more interesting. And then the terraformers kind of become a tertiary side of things, but they're still a very big threat. And Joseph appears in this season, and he is my favourite character. He is fucking bae.
More than Michelle.
Well, but Michelle's different because she has the boobies.
Okay.
So she is, of course, bae. But Joseph is like, if I had boobies myself, then I'd be all about Joseph. And I hope you will be too.
Well, maybe I'll see. I'm assuming this is going to go up on Crunchyroll and we'll end up doing a knockoff on it, so
I hope so. I genuinely hope so, because literally, like, because where I got to when we finished watching Terra Formars, it had caught up with the manga that was out in the UK.
Right.
So I literally started reading ahead pretty much as soon after, and I was like, this stuff is so good! Like, it just picks up and gets so much better from this point on. Like even the manga
Alain says that the Terra Formars manga is surprisingly good. So.
Yeah, it's really good. There's a reason why it's as popular as it is. I just hope that this season of the anime does that justice.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I'm interested, but if it's like not on Crunchyroll, then I won't watch it.
I'll make you watch it. I'll be like, you can watch people
It'll
screaming.
be like Inferno Cop. You'll just put episodes on one of yours.
If you haven't seen the PV for Terra Formars Revenge, even if you don't know anything about Terra Formars, please watch the PV. It's hilarious. It doesn't give away anything about the story. It is just hilarious.
It's just, I can yell louder than you. No, I can yell louder than you. Continuously.
Next up is Sosei no Onmyoji, which is translated to Twin Star Exorcists. The reason I put this on the list is simply because Emily wants me to watch it. She's read the manga, she really likes it.
Right.
To give an idea, and it's one of these things where she turns around and goes, "I think you'll really enjoy this." And when people say that, they're generally right. So,
Okay.
unless they don't know me at all, and they're like, "Oh, Cam, you should read."
K-On!
Yeah, because I think you'll really like it. I think you'll really like it. It's got a guitar in it. You like guitars? Yeah. I've never touched a guitar in my life. Well, that's not true, but anyway, back on subject. Rockero dreams of becoming anything but an exorcist. Then mysterious Benio, what a name! Benio turns up. The pair are dubbed the Twin Star Exorcist, and learn that they are fated to marry. Can Rockero escape both fates? Oh man! I hope that Benio's the girl, and I want the girl to be like really into him, be like, we must get married. When Rockero's best friend Ryoko goes missing, Rockero is forced to ask Benio for help to enter Magano, the realm of the eagle Kegari, to rescue him.
Did you just say eagle?
The evil Kegari. So
eagle works too.
It's a fairly kind of generic setting. Like the premise seems pretty like I've read the sentence 25 times, but
yeah,
it looks nice. It's a fantasy shonen, and I've been told on good authority that I'll like it, so I'm gonna give it a go.
I might give it a go. I'm not sure why.
The only thing that concerns me is I've just seen the director on here and seen that they directed Persona 4 The Golden's animation. I did not like that series at all. And this is coming from a fan of Persona 4, like a massive fan of Persona 4. I did not like how Golden did its thing.
I think they made a bit of a misstep with Persona 4 The Golden animation, just because they made it like episodic, and you were supposed to insert it like the episodes into the original series.
It was like
but it didn't really work as a series by itself. You couldn't
watch it on its own, and it was a bit like
they could have made it something and they didn't.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of missed the trick with that one, and I feel like they dropped the ball, which pissed me off on an emotional level because Persona 4 is my baby.
Why is that, Mr. Tensei Twister?
Oh, maybe it's because it is part of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, of which my name is based on.
I never knew.
Oh no!
Oh
But yeah,
gosh.
I think it's. I think from
Well,
what
that's
I know,
only because you say 10 things.
did you put 10 anime on this list for this video?
Maybe.
I don't know, did I?
I don't care to count. But yeah, so I say no on Myoji. Gonna give it a go. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be at least entertaining.
I'll have you tell me if it's good or not.
Okay, that seems to be the running theme with a lot of these anime in my video.
Yep. Because they're just, like, things that you would watch.
Yep.
And I'm, like, sort of interested in maybe a bit.
Oh! Another jump cut. This must be the work of a demon. Speaking of demons, Usho and Tora's getting a second season. How badass is that?
It's pretty badass.
I don't know, I didn't watch the first season.
Well,
Tell me
that,
about
well,
it, Cam.
well, there's your first mistake. Usho and Tora is amazing. What's
But
interesting?
would I like it?
Probably. I reckon you get a kick out of it. It's very. It starts off very Monster of the Week, but it develops quite quickly into like a
Right.
full blown story. So I guess try it and see how you feel. I think you would like the relationship between the two main characters.
Okay.
Usho and Tora have a very they have a very hate relationship, but they're kind of forced to work together through happenstance.
Okay.
But yeah, what's interesting about this is the first season. How many episodes was the first season? I've won it.
39
It was
or
a
something?
really odd number, wasn't it? Whereas this
Yeah.
one's only 13. So, it's saying here that it's only 13.
Yeah.
So that's
They-
an interesting choice. But I guess it depends on, because I haven't actually finished the first season myself yet. So I guess it depends on kind of where it finishes. Maybe they just needed an extra 13 episodes to round it off. Because from what I know, the actual original manga series wasn't that long.
Right.
But we're talking because it came out in like the 80s, possibly even earlier than that. So, but it's a very very good, very good anime. I highly recommend it, and his sequel is good.
Hooray. Hooray.
Cool.
So I guess that's it.
And that is it for this season.
Oh, I've enjoyed being on your channel, Cam.
So have I.
It's cozy
so
here.
it's new for me as well, for the time being. No, it's been a good experience. Like, look, because like doing this has forced me, but it's like made me have a proper look at everything that's coming out this season and seriously consider everything.
Yeah.
If only
Yeah.
just to find out that work out reasons why I'm not gonna watch stuff. But now I've got like a good list of things that I at least want to try out.
Yeah.
So it's good. As far as introductions into getting back into anime go, then this is a pretty good one.
There you go, Team Backer Melting Jelly. Team Twister Melting Jelly. Sorry, slip on
Oh,
tongue.
So thank
Getting you
you.
back into anime.
Thank you very much for inviting me to do this. It's
Well,
been
thank
great
you very
fun.
much for doing
You
it.
did a very, very
And-
good job.
Oh, thank you.
We don't know if you'll be back next season.
Hopefully.
Probably will.
Well, hopefully
but-
not though. I'd rather Alan be back in the hot seat if I'm perfectly honest.
So would I, because that means much less editing for me to do. But
I know. I never get to talk to Cam, so I've enjoyed it.
It's true. It's been a good opportunity for me to spend some quality time with Pat. Where in
been
between
quite lovely.
in between videos and takes and stuff, we've been gushing about Fire Emblem. So
Yeah.
it's been pretty much a really good evening.
which if I can
so-
find it, I might actually get to play it tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm looking
So
for a copy
excited
now
for you.
because
So excited.
I don't have a copy anymore.
I'm so sorry.
It's
Pat
okay.
gave me his copy, and it's the best. And I've put in like 50 hours on my playthrough so far, and it's not ending anytime soon.
Anyway,
On that
thank you
note.
all so much for coming. We hope you enjoy this following season of anime. And
Yes,
yes,
yes. It will be a good season. It is much better than the winter season where nothing happened.
Oh, it's so good looking this season. There are a bunch of shows I'm really
Yeah,
looking forward
it
to.
looks pretty good. This
Boku no Hero Academia, Phoenix Wright,
Sakamoto-san,
Terraformers, JoJo's,
Bungle
Sakamoto-san.
Stray Dogs,
I think you're forgetting about the most
Stray Dogs.
important one. Everybody, Super Lovers.
Super Lovers. Heart goes out to Super Love.
Unhappy musical note.
I'm happy.
All sorts of
Moyoiga.
stuff. And Moyoiga. A load of things that we didn't mention as
Like-
well. So
Like those shows.
there was that one that's like about a mangaka in a school, and when I watched the PV, I was just like, yeah. When I watched the PV, I was just like, this is clearly the most like pervy thing this season, because all the images were like still images that had been animated just to make like the breasts jiggle and stuff. I was just like, okay,
Yeah, there's the billionth Detective Conan movie coming out as well.
yes. I think it is canonically the billionth.
Canonically, actually the billionth.
Yeah. Hey, it's good. Like, it must be good if they can make that many movies of it. So
Yeah.
again, Detective Conan's one of those ones that I've always kind of considered. Maybe I should just jump in and start watching it from where it's airing and just see what happens. Try and pick up the knowledge as I go along. 'Cause it's on like episode 7,402.
I've got like the first
So-
50 episodes somewhere over there, so I might have to give it a go at some point.
Yeah. So I've been considering doing that with One Piece. Like, I've been wanting to jump back into One Piece, but catching up seems like a bit of a nightmare. So I might just start watching it from where it's airing. But I don't know. We'll see.
Dreaming, don't give it up, Cam.
Dreaming, don't give it up, Pat.
Dreaming, don't give it up, Ebbie.
Ebbie! Don't give it up, give it up.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
One Piece.
Here's where the story ends. I think.
Here's how the story goes. Some lines I can't remember on the grand line.
Be king of the
King of
pirates.
Pirates.
I'm gonna be king.
I'm gonna be king.
Goggle, goggle.
Yeah, man. His
What a
name,
way to
Still
end.
recording.
his name's so low, he's just like a samurai, and an LADY Nami's not shy. Usopp's doing his marksman thing. Sanji's cooking. Usopp's not Usopp. Chopper's doctoring. Doctoring isn't even a word. Well, it is, but not used in that
It
context.
is now.
It would be treating. But you could change, like, you know, the thing. Treating, don't give it up, Chopper. I don't know. I'm still recording. This is great.
Yep. We've got to end the video properly, I think.
Ah!